Welcome back to the Feeling Seen podcast. I'm Clara.
I'm Felicity.
I'm Annette.
And today we had a very random, very all over the place conversation about, I don't know, we started off with
Insecurities.
our little insecurities. Then we went a little bit into dating. This was an interesting one for sure.
It was, I think, our most unplanned but raw conversation. Just how we would talk to each other
If we weren't on camera.
Yeah, so that was the point of the episode, to kind of try something out and give you guys an inside look at our dynamics and what we like to talk about. So yeah,
Hope you enjoyed the episode.
Hey girls.
Hey, girl.
How y'all doing?
Doing fine. How are you doing on this fine Friday?
I'm good. I'm in a weird mood though.
Me too.
I feel
Yeah.
like, I don't know. I feel weird.
It took
Why?
I don't know, girl. I haven't smoked weed in 2 days.
Rewind
Maybe-
to the last episode, please.
yeah, she didn't say that in the last episode. Huh? She wasn't flaunting that.
Maybe even 3. Who knows?
No, but to be honest, I had such a hard time waking up this morning. Like, I had to force myself
Same.
to get out of
What
bed.
time did you wake up at?
Like 9? What time did you wake up at?
Well, I had therapy at 9:30 downtown, so
And Philly's she's a late waker upper.
Yeah.
I would say I'm a night owl.
Therefore, you
More-
wake up late.
Yeah. But yeah. You know, it's just there's a different connotation between someone that wakes up late and someone that goes to bed late. I go to bed late. I'd rather say that. Because you and Clara came to my cottage with my parents and I last weekend. And I wake up and my mom's like, yeah, so while you were sleeping, I did this. I was like, babe, you went to bed at 9:30 yesterday. I had 5 hours more things to do last night than you. You know, it's
Yeah.
different times for productivity.
Yeah,
I was like, it's all about perspective.
it is. And
Yeah.
she was all about the early bird gets the worm, which is, she's not wrong.
I just think, you know,
Clara's in bed by 10 p.m.
I am.
yeah.
I am.
I just think everyone needs to do what suits them, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I've been going to bed late for a
Find your own
long
schedule.
time now. So then everything, like, my perspective of time is so different than other, like, I'm at the gym until 10 p.m. at
Yeah.
night.
Which is nuts to me.
Whereas, like, you guys at 10,
We're in the gym.
in the morning.
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. So I just find it really peaceful at night. There's something, I think people find peace in the morning. I find peace at night. Like when everybody's already asleep, I just I feel like I get my me time where I can relax and just like bring myself together, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And that's okay.
Yeah.
To each their own schedule.
Annette is funny though, because sometimes I'll text at 2 a.m. and
Yeah,
she
I
answers.
feel like my schedule is just all over
And
the
then
place.
Yours is,
sometimes
you're
she
very
texts
random.
at
In
7
between
a.m.
times, sometimes I go to bed like late and then I'm gonna wake up at like 10, or I'm gonna wake up at 7 and go to the gym.
Yeah.
But that's insane to me because like, I'm unable to be inconsistent. Like if I always go to bed at
Yeah.
1:32, then my body, like I can't go to bed at 9. Like I'm not gonna fall asleep at 9.
Yeah.
Whereas like you, I feel like you're so like one day you're like, okay, 7
But I feel
a.m.
like
I'm
it's
up.
like that during summer because I'm not
you're
doing
right.
anything, so like my routine is like all over the place.
Yeah.
But like usually during school, I just like try to go to bed at like 10 and then like wake up early, get my shit done, work on the podcast. I like doing that. Like usually when I wake up early, I do a little bit of editing. Like I separate my working hours, and I feel like it works better for me than like sitting down and working straight for like 8 hours.
Yeah.
Because
You're right.
just lose concentration.
You're right, because I feel like when you do that, you kind of dread it because you're like, oh my god, I have all of this to do. I have to sit down and do all of it, and then I kind of get some me time, or you don't.
Yeah, I'm thinking of actually maybe creating like they told us to do in 4th grade when we were learning about time management and doing stuff in our agendas, like time blocks. Like literally, I know that on Mondays I do my readings for 3 hours. You know, like I'm trying to have that structure because I feel like especially in school, like I've always been very good in school, but I've always been very also like high stress, like doing things last minute type of student. But it's like I've always succeeded, so I've never had a reason to not do that.
Yo.
But then like with my gym, for example, like
no, for real.
no, yeah, I became like super consistent with the gym, like especially during school, like because I was like, do not ask me to hang out on a Monday night, I am at the gym. Like, and I know on Monday nights I'm at the gym, so then I don't feel like I'm big on feeling guilty for not doing work. But then I feel like when your schedule is really set, you're not going to feel bad when you take breaks, because it's like, no, like I know that I'm not working right now, but I will be tomorrow from da-da-da to da-da-da.
Like having a calendar helps so much. Like when you have like
so
many
that
things
wave
to do. Because then like sometimes I just forget. I'm like, oh, I have to do that today. And I do like 2 things and I'm like, shit, I forgot to do like that other thing. So like I feel like having lists helps me.
Same. My calendar, my Apple calendar, that shit is full all the time, and I set the reminders.
I'm telling, if I'm gonna have coffee with you, it's gonna be on my
calendar.
So I know.
You best believe.
Yeah, I feel like I'm like halfway there, but I know it would help a lot my little anxious heart to maybe have those things, like have my weeks more planned out, you know. So we're going back to school, guys.
Hey, but before, we have like a week left.
And
I'm trying to I have 5 days left because I start before you guys.
How do you feel about going back to school?
Stressed, anxious.
Really anxious. I've always been I was actually talking about that in therapy this morning, and I don't know why, like there's something about school that makes me so anxious, and I've always been anxious. Like I've always been like super, and it's annoying, especially because I'm so good in school. Like I've literally never had a hard time in school. I've always performed really well, like, and I always do the most. Like I'm doing a thesis right now for an undergrad, and I'm like always doing the most, so I feel like I put myself in situations where I'm like I want to do more, but then the anxiety that comes with it, I have such a hard time managing. So I've been like, August 1st hit and I was like
school is coming,
especially because I'm writing my thesis, and like I was supposed to graduate in April. I had a very severe concussion last winter. I ended up not able to do anything all winter, so it's kind of like now I'm hopping back, but I don't know how I'm gonna feel. Like I'm so stressed to already manage the stress of school, but also manage symptoms with it, and like I don't know how I'm gonna feel. Like I don't know if it's like I'm gonna start writing my thesis and I'm gonna get massive headaches all day. So it's just it's a lot. Like it's felt like a lot.
But what are things that you guys do to like manage that stress when you guys feel like anxious? Like how do you guys deal with that?
You know what? That's the thing. Like I feel like for me right now, I'm at the point where I'm like, oh my God, I am 23 years old. Like I've been in school my entire life and I still have a hard time managing it, and it's pissing me off. And like last winter, because of my concussion, like literally at the Concussion Institute, as a remedy for my symptoms, they made me meditate. And in January, I was completely in shambles. I was in so much pain. I didn't know if I was going to drop out of my semester or not. And it was causing, Clara, you remember, like I was a mess. I was just having such a hard time mentally. And they prescribed meditation to me. And when I started meditating every day, my anxiety just reduced so much. It was incredible. Just like how much my nervous system was more just like calm, and I haven't been meditating as much recently, and I know I need to get back on that wave because I think it's really gonna help. Just like it's the type of thing that you see the improvement with time. Like the more you meditate, the more your stress levels just come down, especially in periods that are stressful. Like you really see it. So I want to do that, but also I think the gym has helped me a lot because
yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
you can't feel bad. Like you're not gonna feel bad for taking time off to go to the gym. I'm gonna feel bad when I'm Netflixing, but it's like, oh no, I'm at the gym. Like it's fine if I'm not studying right now. And then just like, I love my gym. I love just like moving my body.
Your gym is
and
the
then
best.
you come back after that workout and you feel so much better.
Yeah.
Like it's like as if it clears your mind in a way.
Yeah. So working out has been great. You guys have been going to yoga.
I was gonna talk about that. You know that last minute when they give you like a towel and you just lay in the dark?
freezing cold towel.
Freezing cold towel
And you're just laying there after sweating your ass off. It was so good. We need to go back. We need to go
I'm
back.
so down.
Perfect. But I feel like I don't want to be that girl, but I feel also that I'm not a huge anxious person.
You're not.
I don't really.
Girl.
You even like last year, I remember like me working on my thesis and Clara being like, "Oh, I have something due at 12," and we're in a coffee shop talking.
No.
Oh, est-ce que c'était le?
C'est
arrivé
arrivé
coffee
le-
hopped?
Là-bas.
Wasn't it that day?
Yeah.
No, I was stressed out. because
But
I forgot
You
about a
looked
whole.
like
so
the least
chill.
stressed. Like
Yeah, 'cause
if
I
it had
think-
been me, bro,
You would
you would
know.
not have seen me there.
Okay, no, but
I
I
feel
think
like I would be everywhere. Like, oh my God.
Like
It
we
was
said,
just
like we said many times before in this podcast class, it's
chill, girl.
I be chilling. I be chilling for real. But I think that there's a difference between stress and anxiety. Because I can feel stress, but
But
I'm
you're
not
not
like
gonna
anxious and like anticipating everything that could maybe happen if
Ouais.
shit hits the fan. You know what I mean? And I think that also helps me in school and just stressful situations that I don't psych myself out
Yeah.
with anticipation.
Damn, I need to learn.
Yeah, me it's the opposite. It's crippling anxiety.
Yeah.
Like it feels like when I'm in school, it just feels like that's all I think about all the time. Like I've always felt like I've always felt like I cannot wait to be done with school because I'm gonna be able to move on with my life. Because I feel like when I'm in school, it's so. It takes not only my time but just like my mental space, and I feel like I can't do anything else. Like I have space for nothing else, and so many people go to school and make space for other things.
Yeah, but that's you also
But I
being
feel
the
like-
overachiever that you are and being always like you
Yeah.
put all this pressure on yourself like since forever, since high school, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So of course.
But I've also always been in those environments where it was kind of like everyone was like that around me. Like I went to the best high school in Quebec, then I went to the best CEGEP in Quebec, now I'm in the best uni in Quebec, and it's like I'm doing the best program, you know? It's like so when you're in those environments, it's like I'm not just imagining those pressures, like they're
it's
there.
hard to not put pressure on yourself.
And I feel like my therapist was asking me this morning, she was like, why are you doing your degree? And I looked at her and I was like, because I love to learn. She went like, come on now. And I was like, well, I'm doing my degree because I never really had a choice to do my degree.
Yeah.
It was
feel
never a
like
question.
yeah,
This
but
path
I
is kind
think
of like set for yourself. It's like you have to go to school, you have to do your bachelor, you have
But
to do
even
your
like
master's.
my thesis, like
Yeah.
it was like my dad did honors. I can do honors, so I'm gonna do honors. Like I don't want to write a thesis right now. Like objectively, like
Yeah.
I do not want to sit down and write a thesis, but I'm doing it because
but do you think that you would have felt guilty if you hadn't?
yeah. I
Like
would've
you
felt-
think you
I
genuinely
would've felt-
doing
I
it,
would have
and
felt
then
like
if
I
you
wasn't doing enough.
feel like you have to do it.
No, but like if you were about to be done with school, or you would have moved on with your life and you wouldn't have done an honors, you think that like that shit would have stayed with you like genuinely?
Well, for example, like in social sciences, like when you want to be competitive for a master's program, you have to prove that you've done research before. So it's the type of, it's always about the next thing. It's always about like, where is this going to bring me next?
Yeah.
And right now, if you ask me what I want to do my master's in, I don't know. But it's like,
that's another stressor for later.
I'm doing honors because it makes me a better candidate for, you know, and it pays
kind
off.
of like opens more doors
because,
for
like,
absolutely.
for example, like the whole reason I was able to go to London is because I have an incredible GPA, because it was the most coveted destination for exchange. Everyone wanted to go. We were 12 that went, and at that time I was like, woohoo, my GPA, like it feels like something concrete now. It feels like not just a number, but something that can open doors, and that's great. But I was definitely I was telling my therapist this morning, that was what my session was about. It was like, what can I do with this constant feeling that I'm not doing enough? And the anxiety that comes with it.
And do you know the answer to that question?
Yeah. But I'll start with meditating.
Maybe I need to get on that too.
Meditating is so hard. It's like the hardest thing for me.
Really?
I have the hardest time meditating. Like clearing my mind. Oh, that's so hard to me.
It's
You
uncomfortable.
know what I would love to be on a retreat somewhere in the middle of nature.
I've always wanted to do a
Calmness,
yoga
and then,
retreat.
like,
yeah.
Same. I saw
I feel like
one.
that would hit right
I think
now.
it was like in Zimbabwe or something.
Oh, really?
In the middle of like the desert. Sign me up. Sign me up.
How many thousands of dollars?
That's
I
the
didn't
thing,
get
though.
there.
How much is that?
How many thousands?
We need thousands of thousands.
You know, there's a meditation retreat in Quebec that's very famous. And it's like
Are you thinking what I'm thinking? You should go.
No, but it's like it's a silent retreat, so you can't talk to anyone, and you meditate like 12 hours a day. It's called, I don't remember the name. It's called
You don't talk to anyone? I would go crazy.
No, it's actually like the people that my therapist did it, and she told me, she was like, you might consider it at some point.
The Leo and you guys would hate it.
I talk too much.
It's the type of thing where it's like when you sit down, but you sit down for like it's different, like meditation sessions. So you sit down for like an hour, but when you sit down for your meditation, you can't move. And I looked at my therapist and I was like, but I'm always in pain. Like, how would I not move? And she was like, you need to sit with the discomfort of your own body feeling uncomfortable.
You know, that's exactly what you do during, you were talking about when we go to yoga and they put the thing on your face, the rag or whatever, and towel. You do the corpse pose. You're not supposed to move at all. Like, even if you have an itch, don't move. Oh, really? Yeah, that's the, same. I'd be like, I'm like turning it around, but that's the whole point. Like, don't move, sit with yourself.
Oh, I'm gonna try that next time.
Yeah, it's hard, girl. And we have the rag on our faces for what, 2 minutes maybe?
I will think about that next time.
It's called Vipassana. It's like a really famous retreat. It's like it's a 10 days in silence, no contact with the outside. And it's financed by so when you go, it's free, and then you make a donation at the end for, like, you contribute to Vipassana kind of existing. And it's a 10-day silence meditation. Have
you heard about the retreat? It's like the darkness retreat.
What's that? No. Tell me you sit in the dark.
Yeah, you have Erlu on your eyes. Quen Blackwell did it.
That's a little bit.
And when you take it off, it's like
for a 10 day. How long?
I don't know, but it's a certain amount of time that you sit in the dark. You don't know what time of day it is.
I would pick the silence over that.
Yeah, me too. That's weird.
It's just like,
then when you take off the blindfold and you're just like, whoa, the light, nuts. And you're like in nature. Yeah. They bring you food. at random times. No, I think you already have food. I'm not sure because they don't want you to know what time it is.
Yeah.
Anyways,
I don't know. People used to do stuff like that on YouTube where they wouldn't look at themselves for like a week, genre.
Whoa.
Through, like a mirror or like anything.
I think I should do that.
Why?
You would
Do you
cure
feel
the
vain, Clara?
No, au contraire.
What are you going through?
She needs to not look at herself so that the next time she looks in the mirror, she can see how beautiful she
is. Yeah.
is. You know,
It would cure whatever. I don't know.
I mean, I kind of understand. I feel like we're so like used to like looking at ourselves and like caring about the way we look.
And it fucks everything up.
Yeah.
did you guys always feel like confident in the way you looked, or did you always kind of struggle with that like relationship of self perception?
I struggled.
Like, what do you struggle with?
It's just like, to me, I feel like with social media, it's hard to not compare yourself to other people. I think it stems more from that. Comparing myself to other people, and I feel like beauty standards.
Like the white-centric beauty standard.
Yeah.
Je comprends aussi. My relationship with that is kind of weird, honestly, because I feel like growing up, it was weird, but I felt weird a little bit about myself, but I never felt like really insecure in the way that I looked.
Yeah.
Until I broke up with my first boyfriend.
Oh.
Because he would make me feel like I was the only girl in the world, honestly. But then we broke up, and then I was like, then the comparison started.
Because like in relationship to dating?
No, just in relationship to myself. Because
Like
I
what?
felt like I was super secure for like
With
a long
him,
amount of time.
Because he validated you.
Yeah,
And then when you
yeah.
lost that validation, you kind of didn't.
And I was just like thrusted in the world, and then I was like, oh my God. Wait.
That's interesting though, because I feel
Yeah.
like a lot of people would have the opposite experience where it's like their first relationship actually made them feel insecure.
No,
you
I
know?
felt so secure. And I remember I was like, we broke up when I was in CJEP.
That's so interesting.
And then I was like,
how old were you?
I was like 18? 18 or 19? I think I was 18.
Yeah.
So it was like,
And what did you
peak.
feel insecure about?
I don't know if I felt insecure or if I was just like,
Not confident?
no, it's not that. I don't know. I think it was more so just realizing that there are so many beautiful people in the world, you know? And I felt like I knew that there were beautiful people in the world, but
yeah.
being with him and him making me feel like,
You were the prettiest girl
yeah,
on
and I was
earth.
the only girl in the
Yeah.
world, you know? That kind of fucked with my brain a little bit.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of weird, isn't it?
And like when you were younger, like when you were in high school and stuff, like did you feel at all insecure, or you just were cruising life?
No, I felt, because, you know, being a black girl, like everyone around me was white, and, you know, you're so pretty for a black girl. I've heard that shit
Please,
way
put it to
too
rest.
much. But funny enough, it never really.
What the fuck does that
Girl,
What the hell does that mean?
Girl.
You're pretty for a black girl?
And it was all the time. All
No,
the
yeah,
time.
the amount of time that people say that as a compliment.
I haven't heard that in a while, though.
Thank
Hope
God.
not.
Thank God.
I hope we've slightly evolved
Thank God.
from 2014.
Yeah.
Yeah, but, you know, I've also heard the craziest shit come out of men's mouth, like, or boys. It was boys.
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't date you because you're black, but we were like super good friends. It was so crazy. But funny enough, it never really skewed the way that I felt about myself, because I was just like,
That's good.
Okay, weird.
Like,
you're kind of weird. Like, why would you say that?
Okay, that's good though.
You know? Yeah, I think.
Oh, girl.
Yeah, I feel like me too. Like,
I
feel
don't care.
I was chilling. It kind of stung, but I was
Of
like,
course, yeah.
I didn't feel like, oh, there's something wrong with me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
It's
Yeah.
more there's something wrong with you and you're
Yeah,
weird for
yeah,
saying
you're
that
really weird.
than like I am for you thinking that I'm pretty for a black girl.
That you wouldn't date me because I'm black, but
Yeah.
we hang out every day.
Ish.
Like, we're good friends. It was...
Yeah.
It didn't make sense in my mind, so I was just like...
Yeah.
That's a silly thing to say, but whatever, I guess.
And now, like, what do you think you struggle with the most in terms of, like, self-perception?
Yo, body image. Heavy.
I always tell Clara, I'm like, I want to get in your brain and then change the wires.
And the way you
let me come inside.
actually mirror.
Yeah.
You're the most like beautiful, but you're not gonna take that. She's just gonna be like,
merci, maybe. Merci. What about you, Mashu?
Yeah.
Me? I think growing up, I had my parents were always very good at giving me validation. Like, my mom would always tell me I was beautiful, and like it's the type of things that matter. And so I think, like, I've always felt confident, but confidence does not equal no insecurities.
You're right.
Yeah.
And I feel like I started being insecure, I think when I was like in 5th grade or something. Like, pretty young, you know? Like, you would think you wouldn't care necessarily.
I don't know, because I feel like being a girl, like,
11. Like, that's young. Yeah.
I've heard some people
like that
starting...
age I didn't care. I think it's the more I started caring when I became a teenager.
What I had a hard time with, funny enough, was my nose.
You told me about that.
I used to be the most insecure about my nose, and like it was.
Me too.
It was weird but I feel like it was kind of like a manifestation of my anxiety in a way, where like I remember like being in class and like if I had like crushes on boys or whatever, it was like I never wanted them to see my side profile.
That is nuts.
It was like I would always turn for them to only I know that's insane. Like, I thought about that recently.
Because you told me this recently, and I was like,
I had completely forgotten
the things we fucking think of.
And I was like, oh, I don't want them to see my side profile, so I would always turn like that, and then
so they can look at you face to face.
And then so I felt super insecure about my nose, and then what I love now is that it's like probably the thing I feel least insecure about. In a kind of like rebellious way, if that makes sense, because I love telling this story.
I hoped you would. I was hoping that you would.
I think I know what story it is.
I went to a university fashion show 2 years ago. My friend was organizing it, so her parents were there, and she's one of my best friends from high school. Like, I love her. I love her parents. And during the fashion show, it's a big production, so they had like they had sponsors. And funny enough, the sponsors were, it was this like medical aesthetic like clinic. So it was a surgeon.
Plastic
surgeon. It's always them.
Which, first of all, I think like now I obviously study sociology and gender studies, and my entire like body of work of university has always been centered around beauty politics. It's what I love the most. I love questioning where our beauty standards come from and why we seem to think that we attribute certain things to like we seem to think that our preferences are objective truths when they're actually learned, and we are taught what is beautiful and what is not beautiful.
Yeah, obviously, absolutely.
Like, symmetry is beautiful. Like, there's laws of nature.
Yeah.
But I think when it comes to dating preferences, when it comes to what we deem people to be beautiful or not, that's really a social construct, and it roots to literally history and oppression of many people. So I have always been interested in that in my degree. That's literally every chance I've gotten to do research papers I've done on that. So now I love my nose because I know my nose is not the typical beauty standard,
yeah.
And I'm at this fashion show, and first of all, I thought the concept of having a plastic surgeon sponsor a university event was completely absurd.
Especially a fashion show is like,
it was completely absurd. And I loved witnessing, like, from my, sometimes I'm like, I'm a sociologist, like I love witnessing like cultural moments. Like, I love witnessing instances that are so like typical of our society right now. And so when it was announced, like in the speakers, that it was like, so the prize for the night are lip injections worth like $1,000. And I see everyone just start screaming and clapping. Like, people were happy that this was the prize of the night. I was like, I don't know, I would have taken like a styling session. Yeah. You know, if you want to make it like beauty and fashion related, I would have taken a gift card to a really cool local brand. Like why are we giving lip injections? Like, it's the
he was probably someone's dad, like, bro.
But also it's because I seemed like I was the only one that thought it was weird.
Yeah,
I was like, are we there right now?
Yeah, we are. Of course we are. What do you mean?
See people cheering and you're just like,
but it's like, we know we're there, but then you witness it and you're like, oh, really, you know? So then that was like my first moment of the night. And then during the break, I go see my parents, my friend's parent, and I'm talking to her mom, and the surgeon was sitting next to them. So then I'm talking to her mom, I leave. After the show, I go back to see her, and she's like, oh, Philly, I need to tell you something. I'm like, what? And she's like, so when you left our conversation earlier, the plastic surgeon came to see me, and he said, this girl is absolutely beautiful. She's perfect. Her face is perfect, except her nose. Tell her if she wants to get her nose done, she can come see me, because she's perfect, but her nose is wrong.
That's effed up. I'm trying not to swear.
Completely.
But also, if I was the mom, like, I feel like I wouldn't have said anything.
No, but she was laughing.
I wouldn't have
like
either.
She thought it was funny. I think she thought it was absurd. And like, I've known her for 10 years. Like, it was like,
that's you're not gonna believe this one.
Yeah.
And that's such an insane thing.
She also maybe would have wanted to be like, you know what, I guess if you wanted to. Like, but I didn't care that she told me. I was actually happy she told me, because, and I loved that instead of being like so affected by it, I thought it was the funniest thing ever. I was like, oh my God, that's why I'm never going to get my nose done. Yeah. It's like a surgeon thinks it's not what it should be. Bow, I won.
Yeah, because to bounce back on what you're saying, I feel like most of my insecurities, when I think about it, like stuff that I didn't like about myself, came from other people pointing it out. Like, I've never, like, you know, whether it was my nose or it was my body, like, if I stop for a second and, like, ask myself, like, do I really hate that about myself? It was like, no. So, like, why would I care if, like, X, Y, and Z doesn't like that about myself?
You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
It's like a lot of the times, I feel like the insecurities that you have are projected onto you from, like, other people's perspective and, like, beauty standards and stuff like that.
You're totally right.
I feel like my other big insecurity growing up was that I always wanted boobs and I never got any. And I feel like when I was young, especially I think just like the way womanhood is represented, whether it be in media, like culture, just like when we think of what a woman is, we think of those like feminine, sensual aspects such as boobs and curves and just like
I wanted a dump truck.
But I like, for me, like even just like the like ass, I never really like minded too much. Like I never really minded that I didn't have a dumb truck, you know. But there was something about boobs that just felt like you don't have boobs, so you're not a woman. And I really felt like for a long time, like I felt so juvenile, and like I was lacking this inherent aspect of what a woman is supposed to look like, and it made me so insecure in so many ways. Like I was wearing push-up bras my entire like high school years, like, and even like the first times I was intimate with men, like it was such a big insecurity, and I just felt like I literally felt like I was missing something. Like I was missing something to be a part of, oh, I am now a woman.
Because it was like kind of like seeing yourself from a male perspective as to why they think is a woman or like a hot like
because I feel like
woman.
growing up, that was kind of like you said projected onto us, is like you would feel, because boys they would just talk about shit, and we would hear it, and then we would go home and be like, so does that mean there's something wrong? It's like, why don't I look like that? And so I get you. Yeah. Because I thought also that my boobs had something wrong with them when they don't. Yeah. I was like, but they're like, not like this, they're not like that.
But even I feel like women also play a role in reinforcing that. Because I remember being in when I used to play volleyball, like we were in the changing rooms, and then it was a joke that like some of us didn't have boobs, and it was like, ha, you don't have boobs, and then it was like,
you're like, yeah, but I'm still waiting for them to come in. Well, my last relationship made me insecure.
Oh, let's talk about that.
Your last
my last situationship, it made me so insecure, bro.
In what way?
That's how I knew I had to cut it.
In what ways did it make you like
I don't know how to explain it. So because I knew that the relationship wasn't going anywhere in true situationship fashion, I felt like even though he was super validating, I did. But that's the situationship of it all. It's like one of both parties is not
like
into
it. Was kind of one-sided, or
in the regard of the seeing commitment. A future, the commitment in regards of the commitment.
He was great.
He was great.
Hence why you wanted a commitment.
Thank you.
But then when it came to
but when I realized that I was like 3 months in and there was nothing that was evolving, I was just like, I can't do this. But I think it's because the relationship was great. He was great. But the fact that I knew that there was no commitment at the end of it all, and the fact that I knew that he could just, because there was no commitment, he could just like
go for someone else.
Yeah, just like turn around and be like,
I'm
out. It made me feel so insecure.
Situationships are so hard for that, because it feels like even if you know the commitment isn't about you and it's often more about the person, it feels like you're missing something.
Girl, yes.
And we hate that.
I hate that.
I was literally crying about that 2 days ago.
Yeah. I was crying about that
when you left to go to
9 months ago. Yeah. But also I would just be in the street and I'd be like, bro, like kind of like with my ex, the thing of like being outside and being like, yo, there's a lot of beautiful people in the world. There's a lot of beautiful people in the world. And I was like, we're kind of nothing. Even though we were pretty exclusive, I was still like, yeah, but there's no commitment there. Yeah. So he could just turn around and
go for like another girl.
Yeah. And it made me so insecure. I hated it. And that made me kind of hate him too.
Mm-hmm. But do you feel like if you guys were kind of like in a relationship, it would have made you like more secure for that?
Of course.
I feel like people still cheat, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but it wasn't about cheating, because I knew that he wouldn't.
It was about being enough.
You're making all this time for me. We're spending so much time. Like you love this, whatever we have, but what the fuck is missing, bitch?
For you,
what the fuck is missing?
No, I totally
like
get it.
It wasn't about the title on it or whatever. It was just about evolving the relationship, just going.
And the security that person feels the same way that you do.
Yeah. It fucked with
Which
my brain.
looks like the hardest thing to obtain nowadays. And how do you think that like
shade?
No, because you've been pretty calm on dating since that experience.
Girl, it fucked with my brain. Yo, I cried for a man.
Which
I hadn't cried. I hadn't cried about a man in so long, girl. I was in my bed and I was like, and I told him also that in the beginnings, I was like, he would have me fucked up if I would cry over him, because I was like, it's okay. We're just having fun.
Yeah.
We had a little bit too much fun. But yeah, I've been calm, and I think that's why. Because he also opened my eyes, because I feel like when I met him, I really wasn't looking for anything serious, because no man had made me feel like it was worth it,
Yeah.
But then I met him and I was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah,
I think I like you.
You actually would.
Yeah.
It's just until you meet the right person.
Exactly. He was like the first person that I actually.
That's the type of person that I strive to be.
Yes,
I would see myself with.
Yeah, so then your standards raise, and then after that, it's harder to date because you're disillusioned about. Which is good. Which it's
a good
and
thing,
I feel
but
like
it's a blessing and a curse.
Every person that you meet to that relationship.
But it's not even that.
Yeah.
It's not even comparing it to him or the relationship or what we had. It was more so, it's just like, I'm not in the same headspace I was when I was just dating casually.
Because you've dated casually.
I've dated casually.
Yeah.
I'm the opposite.
You've so not a serial dater. More than Annette.
I'm not a serial dater, but I've been on some dates. I've seen some people. I've been out there.
And what do you think you seek now?
I want a man.
Not the
girl.
Applications are open.
Send your resume.
We'll review
it.
Actually,
pick your fighter.
Pick your fighter.
And if you're a trio as well, that would be best.
Oh my
god! A feeling
because
fun.
I went on a double date and I loved it.
Yeah.
I loved it.
It's actually
what
my
did
dream.
You guys do?
So it was my friend. She had matched with this guy on Hinge, and he was like, "Oh, I'm with my friend. Like, do you want to bring a friend?" And what was so funny is that it was the guy that she had matched with. It was like, for me, it was impossible that the friend he would bring would be my type.
Of course, because they never are.
Because they never are, but as well, I feel like in this like social group, I kind of tend to be an outlier. Like they're very finance bro-y and just like, I always love a little artsy to the men. And so I was like, I remember getting ready for that drink and being like, I don't even care what I look like because there's no way.
Yeah, the chances.
I'm going to be interested.
Yeah, you had no expectations.
Yeah, and then I end up going, and it's so funny because I ended up seeing that guy for a bit, and she and the guy that
did not hit it off.
No, not at all.
That's so funny.
So then I ended up like dating this guy for not dating, but like seeing him. Parce que dans ma tête, dating. Okay, I don't know what is up with Anglos and the term dating being so serious. Like,
it's not
if
serious.
We're in a relationship, we're not dating. We're in a relationship.
But you know what? You know what? I think I categorize it in 3 ways. So it's like if we're just having sex, we're just having sex. We're fuck buddies, whatever you want to call it. Yeah. But we're not dating. No, even if we hang out, like we're not dating, we're just having sex.
It's not.
But if we're like in a situationship, we're dating. To me, we're dating.
Where? It's a date. I feel like, but I don't know if that's the translation from the French, and because I've spoken to like people for Toronto, for example, that are like, no, dating is like you're boyfriend, my girlfriend. But I'm like, no, we're going on dates. We're dating.
Yeah, dating each other. We're dating and learning to like know each other.
Exactly. We're dating.
If we're getting to know each other, beyond the sheets.
We're dating.
We're dating. Once we're talking and just
I don't know what it is.
Having
Like
sex, we're
someone, we're gonna post a clip of this. Someone tell us. Okay,
yeah.
What's the terminology? Because and first of all, everything is getting too complicated nowadays when it comes to terms. It's like, babe, we're going on dates. We've been seeing each other for 3 months. We're dating.
We're dating, babe.
We're dating.
And it's okay if we're dating. You're not my
situationship. No,
but to me, situationship has a negative connotation.
That's exactly what I was gonna say.
Because
situationship is someone is getting fucked over.
Oh, 100%. It's exactly that.
Yeah.
So
Someone's not down to be in the situationship.
Yeah,
therefore, it's a
proudly
situation.
say I'm in a situationship. I'd be like, oh, I'm seeing this person.
Yeah.
If I feel fine.
Yeah, but I think that situation, you put a name on the situationship after the fact.
After you're like,
after you
situationship, but during you're not actively embracing that term.
But low key with the guy, we knew that we were in a situationship.
Both of you guys, or
because we started off like we're not looking for anything serious. You know what I mean?
And then it turned into a situationship.
Yeah, when we realized, wait, I like you, but not enough.
His loss, anyways.
No, for real. Anyways,
I wouldn't fumble her like that.
No, literally, how embarrassing. Yeah,
you heard that?
I think it's embarrassing.
How embarrassing.
Embarrassing.
But it's funny because we're all in a chronically single group of friends. Like I've always been the single friend.
I don't think I've ever
been single friend.
I've never been this chronically like single. It's giving celibate.
I love it though. I'm with my girls.
I saw a TikTok of this guy that was like, it's really bad because once you stop dating,
I think I saw that.
It's just like you cannot go back. Like it takes so much to disrupt your peace.
It takes so because you know what you want.
I don't know, but
and you take
as
so
well.
Like
that's it. I think that's
making
it.
space for yourself and like loving yourself. That I'm not gonna let any shosho.
But sometimes
disturb my peace.
Disturb my peace.
Yeah, you're so right. Because also I think that like I'm so good alone, but at the same time,
you need to add
it's
to my
like
life.
I can't. Exactly, and I can't do the meaningless relationships. I can't.
Yeah.
Before I didn't know what I wanted, so it was okay. I was just like, oh, I'm having fun. Who cares?
But now you know.
I know exactly
but it's like,
what I want, and I don't.
Really having fun when we're doing that.
Girl, I was having fun.
Sometimes it can get
because
messy,
I felt like
though.
meeting these guys was so much fun. Like I met so many people that added like some type of value to my life, you know, like c'était pas des show, you know what I mean? They weren't like
it's nice when you don't care, but the moment you start giving a fuck, that's where
you're getting fucked over.
I'm a carer.
Yeah, but sometimes you're not gonna care about every single man.
No, I know, but if I didn't care, I didn't bother. That's my thing.
That's the thing.
I was like, I would show up. I was like that. I don't give a fuck.
I'd be just like, bye, bitch.
It's like
I need to stop.
But sometimes I wonder. I've questioned, especially a lot recently. I'm like, am I really like that good alone and really protecting my peace, or am I just being avoidant sometimes? Because I really like I have standards, and like I just said, if I didn't care, I didn't bother.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But it's also like sometimes it's like, babe, go on that date. Mm-hmm. Don't say no.
Yeah, that's exactly. I feel like sometimes I'm too picky, so I stop myself from
and that's even like it's the two opposites of the spectrum. There's not being picky enough, and then there's being too picky.
Need to find that middle ground.
Yeah. We're in this together.
Yeah, we are together.
But it's like, why I've always been fascinated by my friends that date a lot.
Mm-hmm. That was never.
But I think that when you start dating, it's like when you're alone for so long, you like the alone time. But when you start dating, like
I don't understand how you can find so many people you're interested in. I don't get it.
It's like
well, I think you. What did you say? You have to kiss a couple frogs.
Yeah.
I told that to my
people
friend this week. I was like, babe, you have to kiss a couple of frogs.
You have to kiss. You may think that you're interested, but then you kiss.
You're so funny for that.
You realize that he's a frog after.
But my issue is I don't need to realize he's a frog. I don't need to have kissed him to realize he's a
frog.
I've seen that frog from a mile away.
So I know.
So I avoid the frogs. But then there's no prince.
There's no in this city, please.
Girl. That's what I used to think, but then I would like I would kiss the frogs from out of town and it would still be frogs, girl. And then it's like, oh, I like you and you live out of town, but then you live out of town.
Do you guys feel like with online dating, people got lazy?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Oh my god, yeah. I feel like I haven't.
I think I'm one of the lazy ones too.
I haven't made one good connection from a dating app.
I've only made good connections from dating apps.
I've only made good connections from
Mm-hmm.
people I met IRL, but I'm a social butterfly, so I guess it's, you know.
I feel like I'm such a bad texter that it's like,
A great texter.
I don't try. Like we did a hinge night. Do you remember?
It was
with our friends.
It was fun until it wasn't, girl.
Months on Hinge did not last a month.
Yeah, no,
but
we didn't.
I've always had a hard time scrolling on the apps and caring enough to maintain a conversation or to I think when I was 18 and I was freshly on the apps, it felt like exciting, it felt new, it was like let me like text these people, blah blah.
But it's also very
now
surface level.
at my
and that's what I
grown age of 23, it's like when I haven't been on an app in a year and a half, I think, but when I was, it was like I would match with someone and I was like, I don't know who you are, we don't have friends in common, so like, I think that's weird. I don't care.
You know, Hinge started off like that. It started off like as an app that you connect with only people that friends around you know.
I wish.
That's how it started.
So fun though.
I wish you could log your Instagram and then it was like it was putting you like your friends in common or something. Because
but that can get messy too.
But the people I know, I know a girl that she got her boyfriend like that. It was like someone that she knew, but she never would have had the guts like IRL to approach him.
Exactly.
So then she saw him on a dating app and she was like, you know, and then they ended. I love that.
But you know what? That's the laziness that you were talking about.
Yeah. And now
we love people that can approach people.
Yeah. I love that.
But you remember the guy that I met on the dating app? I went on a date with him and he was like, if I saw you in real life, I wouldn't have approached you.
Oh, I remember
But
that.
then when we stopped talking, he approached our friend
in
the coffee shops. I was like, period, king.
Period. He learned.
He learned something, I guess, because I was like, that's the
I feel
craziest
like if
shit
they
you've ever
want
said.
to, they really will.
But I think that they are
sometimes
lazy
I really
now.
want to and I don't.
You're so right.
That's you.
You're so right.
I'm such a liar.
That's a great point.
We spend so much time
That's a great point
about our crushes and never do anything about it.
That's true. Guys, what
do you mean that we wanted
we're gonna end up alone and this like
to
if
and
everyone's
not.
just like keeping to themselves, it's like someone has to make the first move and no one's doing it.
I know.
Like, babe, we're not. So
Maybe we need to
do
like
we just need to like do it?
let's do that.
I
That
feel
should
like
be our
I know
homework.
on
You
so
know what the
many
thing
like
is though? I've done it and
I've done
regretted
it.
it.
Me too. No, but I recently gave my number to a guy and he never texted me.
But I love
I'm sorry.
No, but you can laugh. I was laughing too. So
No, but that happens.
I gave
And
my number
he asked,
to a guy.
no?
Yeah, he was like fully like into it. I gave him my number, but he never texted me. And I was
That
like,
happens. That happens. It happened to me in Paris, and the guy was so fine, girl.
but some
He was so fine, and I was like, girl, you won. You won. He asked you for your number. You won. Never texted him. We saw him out. He was like, we saw him out like the next day.
But I feel like also sometimes you can't really know if like what the situation is. Like I've done that before where I've asked this guy for his number. Like I was like, oh, let me take my, I'll
shoot my shot.
And then I shot my shot. And then when we ended up texting after, he told me, he was like, hey, like I took your number and like I would have been interested, but I started seeing someone recently, and now that I reflect on it, it's a bad idea. Like let me just. So you never know. Like maybe that guy was already. He was like on the moment. He was like, oh my god, yeah, genre, I want her number.
Yeah.
But then after that, he was like, oh, I'm already seeing. Like, you never know.
You never know what's going on. Yeah.
I remember seeing this video of this guy saying that when he was young, his grandpa like brought him to an amusement park, and he was like, all day you need to ask women for their numbers until one of them gives it to you. And it was kind of like rejection therapy, and it was like the more you get rejected, the more you don't care.
But that's the thing, because after that I was like, yo, I should do this more. I should have those interactions more with like people.
I know, because you'd be surprised at the amount of people who think the same. Because I remember I was in Greece. I feel like that's one of the, I don't know, it was the first thing that popped up in my head when I asked the guy for his, I actually didn't ask. I asked my cousin to. Anyways, and bro, I had seen him, I think, the day before, and then I went out again, and then I was like, yo, that man is so scrumptious. And then I was like, I got so shy, and then I went to the bathroom, and he like came to our table. He was like, where's your friend at my cousin? She was like, she's in the bathroom. And I was like kind of mustering up the courage to go up to him. And when I came back, he had given his number to my cousin.
But yeah, no, I think it's really important, and it's so flattering. And it's like also
9 times out of 10, the guy's interested, babe.
Yeah, and I think you can also just, if anything, you just gave someone a compliment. And I feel like we overthink everything. Like sometimes I'm like, a compliment goes such a long way. Like I love, there's, you know, and some guys are like, oh, like we can't like approach women anymore. I'm like, no, there's one way to approach me. Yeah. And it's, you come up to me, you give me a compliment, you walk away.
Yes. If
I think you're attractive, I'll go back. You know, if I want something more, I'll go back, but it's like
you'll feel it. Like if we start having a conversation,
if you're not sure what the vibe is, just give the compliment and walk away. Yes. But then it's like you'll see if the person is receptive or not.
And if the girl doesn't want to give you her number, don't fucking push it.
Don't force it. Why?
Why? Because you don't want to know the reason.
Because I said so.
But I've caught myself even just like saying, oh, I have a boyfriend so fast.
Girl, but the amount of times that I've told a man that I have a boyfriend, he was like, so what, girl?
They don't care.
Some do,
I feel like they will always respect more
a man
if you're busy with someone else than if you just don't want to.
Yeah.
Which is
true. Yep. I hate that.
But yeah, I think we should maybe approach.
Let's give some men some compliments, men, women.
But whatever. I feel like for me, I feel like I've always done that. I've always been the one to approach men.
Really?
Yeah, I don't get approached at all. I feel like in recent years, I've found myself to be, for reasons I will not talk about right now.
Disclose.
Which maybe I would love to disclose later on. It's not something I want to talk about right now, but I feel like I didn't realize how emotionally unavailable I was and how scared of dating I was. So then I would get these obsessions on men that would give me nothing. Because it was kind of like a security blanket to be interested in people that didn't reciprocate my energy, so that it wouldn't happen.
Would come out of,
you know, it's like I can have this crush that's literally fictional.
Because you know nothing's gonna happen.
I totally relate to that, because I feel like I had an era where I would only date men who didn't live in Montreal.
Yeah.
And I was like, it's always the guys. Like, exactly. It's never going to end up in something.
Same thing. When I was in New York, I thought I had never seen that many interesting and attractive men. And I had massive crushes that I ended up, you know, like people I ended up talking to when I got back here. But it was like, it was never going to happen. Yeah. And it never would have worked. So then it was kind of being in the security blanket. And my therapist actually called me out on this 2 weeks ago. She was like, you love putting yourself, you love putting yourself in dating situations where it makes you comfortable that you're never actually gonna have to cross that line that makes you uncomfortable with the idea of dating. So shout out to my therapist for calling me out. On that note, so I feel like because of that, like obviously these guys would not approach me. They didn't care. They weren't interested in me. So I would make my interest known. So then I approached often people that I shouldn't have approached because they weren't like, they didn't want me. And that's fine.
They weren't giving you that energy.
And I feel like on the same page, like I was so oblivious to so many people that were interested in me because I didn't see it. Yeah. I couldn't, like, I remember a friend of mine looking at me and being like, why do you think he's talking to you like that? I was like, he wants to be my friend. And she was like, you're nui.
Self-sabotage queen.
You're nui. I had a lot of guy friends when I was younger, and I can bet a lot of them were interested in me, but I never saw it. And I, once again, last year, therapist, we're on the subject of my therapy. So I was telling my therapist, I was like, I feel like no one's ever interested in me. And she was like, that a couple months later with my stories adding up, she was like, so it's not true that no one's interested in you. It's just that as soon as someone is interested in you, it drives you away. Last guy I was seeing, when I met him, I was super intrigued. Like I really thought he was cool. Well, at first I didn't notice that he was interested in me, just typical pattern, obviously. And then after that, when I did, I thought he was really cool. Like, I really thought he was an interesting person, and I was intrigued and everything. But once again, asks me on a date, I make up an excuse. I'm like, oh, I have family dinner. I didn't
have family dinner.
I was sitting on my couch, and then I was like, why am I doing that? And it's not, and I'm sure people would be like, oh, what is wrong with you, you know? But it wasn't conscious. It was just feeling like, it's always been like that with me, where it's like, it feels like dating is this like big thing that it's like, I want to date so bad. I want to be in a relationship. I want a boyfriend, girlfriend so bad. But it's like, every time I've been put in situations where someone would reciprocate how I was feeling, it drove me away. And it was never conscious. And I was just, oh, I don't know, I got the ick, or I'm busy. I would always find an excuse.
Yeah.
And my therapist literally, like, I was talking to someone 2 years ago that I had a crush on for months. Like, I had made the first move on that person. That person was seeing someone at the time. And then when we ended up talking, it just felt so concrete, like it could actually be something that it shut me off. And I just found every excuse not to pursue it. And I thought, I don't know, like, that I made up so many excuses, and it was like a year later that I was like, I wasn't not interested in that person. I was very interested in that person. I was just finding any excuse to get myself out of this situation.
And how do you think that you're, like, going forward, you're gonna, like, deal with that?
Well, I think, like, now, being aware of it is a big thing. Like, being aware of those kind of unconscious mechanisms is a huge thing.
Yeah,
and then
because you can work towards that.
Yeah, and I've also recently, I was dating someone, and I feel like it was the first maybe like situation that I felt good in, and that allowed me to kind of bring those walls down. So I think I still have a way to go, but right now I'm feeling so much more fun and flirty, and I want to go on dates, and I'm so much more, I feel like people can tell I'm so much more receptive,
like open to,
and it's like I used to get like you're intimidating, blah blah blah, but it was also like I was giving people no clues that I was interested. It was like a game of that Cat man is hot, let me never look at him. Let me not do anything about it.
Same.
And it's
we need to deal with that. I hate that so much.
Because we know we're interesting. We know we're lovable. Like, we know you know?
Yeah, I don't know why that happens.
Just tell yourself,
and it's just the first step.
It's really not.
It's not serious at all.
Just forcing yourself to do it.
That don't think it's that deep. Like, I love people that go for it.
Me too. And those are the ones who win.
Because the worst that person can say is no. Then you move on.
Yeah.
Be there.
But then y'all are gonna hold me to it for the rest of my life. No, I'm just kidding.
Rejection therapy.
Bro, t'as jamais reparlé de ton gars de bibliothèque, là?
Oh my god, I was thinking about this earlier when you said about the number thing. Oh my god, I was thinking about that. I wanted to save and then I stopped myself.
Wait, I think we can say it. I think it's really
story time.
So I'm the go-to resource person in the group chat for like what to text a man, like what to do, you know?
Yeah.
So like, I'm at home, they're all studying together at the library, and I was literally at home having headaches. So then they're like, félicité, réponds, like being like, answer please. So I get on the call, and then Clara's like, yo, there's this guy who's like sitting in front of us. He's really cute. Like, I want to ask for his number. So I was like, okay.
Shoot your shot, girl.
And then what did we say? Like, write something on a paper or something? I don't remember.
Yeah, she wrote her name on the paper. She gave it to his friend. Because
he had left.
Yeah. And the whole time that we were deciding what do we do,
the moment you decided you wanted to do something, he left. Got up and left.
But she gave the paper to his friend.
So then she went to see his friend. And she was like, hey, like, what did you...
I asked him if... Because I think he was sitting in front of him.
Yeah.
And I think I was like sitting next to him or something. Or there was like someone between us, whatever. And then I was like, was the guy that was sitting there your friend? And he was like, yeah. And then I was like, can you give them this? I had written like my number or something and like a little... It was something on the paper, whatever.
Yeah. Like, I think I said something like, oh, you're... Like,
I just had written something cute on the paper. Okay. And...
No, but it was good. Like, we had brainstormed. It was
Girl,
good.
we were 5 fucking brains brainstorming what to say to this man. Anyway, so he was like, yeah, sure, I'll give him the paper. Silence, y'all.
Nothing ever happened. It's fine.
And that's okay.
I relate.
It's okay.
Like my story. It happens. And then you just move on.
You do. I had forgotten about that, actually. Thanks for bringing it up. Thank you. You got me.
You didn't talk about your dating.
Oh, guys, I'm so not like a serial dater. I'm single AF. Like, the last time I went on a date was like last June. Last year.
Was it a good date? Probably not if it was the other one.
Was it a good date?
Le gars m'a amené au warehouse sur
Bitch! I need to stop screaming in this mic. I'm so sorry. A warehouse?
Crescent Street. But he was fun. It was a fun date.
Okay.
But then I wasn't feeling it.
Yeah,
I texted him and I was like, hey.
Already, it's like wrong target audience if you thought I would want to go to Warehouse on Crescent.
How did he see you and say warehouse?
No, he asked me. He was like, where do you want to go? And I was like, I don't know. Just pick. Be creative. Come up with something.
Wrong target audience.
Warehouse?
What is he, 18?
No, he was not. He was like my age.
And where was he? Like,
where did you meet?
I was like walking with my friends and
classic Annette meeting a man. She always meets a man walking outside, y'all.
I don't get it. Like, that happens to no one.
You know what? I love these interactions in real life.
Yeah.
I need more, actually.
Because all my dating experiences have been like people I met RRL, but not on the street. Like, not a stranger coming up to me.
On Sainte-Catherine, là.
Oof, ça part mal.
Ça part mal. But you know what? It was summer and I was like, let me do it for the plot.
Thank
and I did
you.
it for the plot. It was fun. Then I think he was salty when I texted him and I was like, listen, I'm not really feeling this because he unfollowed me. I was like, bitch.
Ben, normal quand même.
But it's like, we could have been friends. No?
No.
Men don't want friends.
I beg to differ, but
Yeah.
Good men want friends.
And there aren't a lot of them, so
I know.
Not a lot of men. Yeah, you do.
Well,
your friends are great.
Yeah. I was blessed with good guy friends.
I remember I befriended a group of guys.
Yeah.
They just wanted to fuck.
Ugh.
Every single girl in the friend group, bro.
One question that everyone asks: do you guys believe in like friendship between like girls? And
yes,
guys?
I do. I do a little bit.
It's so like
it's just rare.
It is rare. Reductive to think that a man could not want to be your friend. Like, I get it. And I get which school of thought that comes from. Like, I think of some men and I'm like, yeah, I wouldn't be friends with you. But I definitely have some men around me.
Yeah.
And I think that the men around you are kind of the first ones who feel genuine in their friendships.
Yeah, and you guys feel it too. Like,
the male friends that I've had,
like your friends,
they've always had an ulterior motive.
And it's fine. Like, I feel like it doesn't. If like my guy friends are attracted to me, it's not because they're attracted that they can't, it burns the entire friendship. Like, if for a decent person, like a decent person can find you good looking and still be a good friend, you know. C'est genre
sure.
Non, mais dans le sens, c'est comme
Clara's not okay with that.
Genre dans le sens,
I'm okay with it, but I don't think it's like it's what's prevalent, you know.
De quoi?
I don't think genre les gars qui sont ils vont être attracted to you, but they're still gonna be like a good friend.
No, but I think
y'all know.
Find good looking.
I said,
I feel like it's better than
in the realm
different.
of good men that want friends, you know, like not the guys that are like, we're friends, but I'm just waiting for it to get spicy, you know.
I feel like that's the majority of men.
I know, but I'm saying that because I was saying that I've had good guy friends. So in that realm, I don't care if they find me attractive. They're good friends.
Yeah.
So I am attractive. I hope you think I'm attractive. You know,
it's like, period.
You know what I mean? It can go beyond that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm like, I think men and women can be friends. Men and women can be friends. It's just not all men.
Definitely not all men.
Can be friends with women.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A golden retriever is still a dog. Someone said that and I was like...
It took me some time, but you're right. A golden retriever is still a dog.
And I was like, hold on. I sat and stared at the wall for 20 minutes because I was like, wait a damn minute.
A golden retriever is still a dog.
That's a good way to end this episode, I think. That's some food for thought right there.
Food for thoughts.